Hey guys, welcome back to AdLib Talk, and this is my review for The Bad Guys. As always, don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoy it, and please do consider subscribing. So, The Bad Guys, produced by DreamWorks Animation as part of Universal Pictures, is a mixture of a crime and comedy animated movie. Directed by Pierre Perifel in his feature directorial debut, from a screenplay by Etan Cohen. The screenplay is based on a number of children's books of the same name, written by Aaron Blabey, who also produced this movie with Cohen and Patrick Hughes. Now, this was an interesting movie to watch, one clearly made for kids, but speaking for myself, I must admit I still had a good time with it for a number of reasons. It probably won't make its way into my top 10 movies of the year, but that doesn't mean it's not worth a watch. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. This is a world in which humans and animals seem to coexist, with our protagonist being Mr. Wolf, the leader of a group of criminals, including a snake, a shark, a piranha, and a tarantula. All animals which are generally portrayed as villains in children's stories. We start off by seeing them pull off a fantastic bank robbery, with the ensuing car chase being especially impressive. It was definitely a promising start to this movie, and if I had to be honest, the opening 20 minutes are probably the highlight of the movie. However, their second robbery, this time in an attempt to steal the Golden Dolphin Award from guinea pig philanthropist Professor Robert Marmalade at the Gala for Goodness, does not go so well, especially after Wolf ends up helping an old woman, leading him and the rest of the crew to be eventually caught. In an attempt to escape their predicament, Wolf manages to convince Marmalade and Governor Diana Foxington that they could be reformed, which would instead serve as another attempt for himself and the crew to steal the Golden Dolphin Award. And so, Fox and the rest of the crew go through a number of different lessons from Professor Marmalade in an attempt to turn them good. There's a lot that works in this movie, and I think the first thing I have to mention is the very beautiful animation used for this movie. It takes a kind of hybrid style with beautiful computer-generated animations combined with this drawing-like effect, which leads to a very beautiful combination. Imagine someone was constantly drawing images onto the screen, but these images moved smoothly and realistically. It's excellently done, and this beautiful animation style works really well, especially during the action sequences, especially the opening car chase. I must add that it was also a refreshingly colorful movie to watch, with the different animals and outfits designed to perfection. A really big well done on this aspect. To complement this beautiful animation style was a group of incredibly energetic voice actors. The standouts for me were definitely Sam Rockwell as the smooth and stylish Mr. Fox, Zazie Beetz as Diane Foxington, the governor, and especially Richard Ayoade as Professor Marmalade, although to be fair, everyone did a really good job in their role. Unfortunately, where the movie falters a little is in its storytelling. Whilst I must admit that the movie moves at breakneck speed, and this is clearly as a result of it targeting the 8 to 12 age group, what this leads to is a story that is never able to develop from its most basic of premises. This also means that any themes screenwriter Etan Cohen may have been pushing for are as simplistic as could be. I doubt kids will come out of this movie having learnt anything substantial, which is a pity. We see all this especially in this movie's final act, which is quite rushed. This breakneck speed also means that we get very little time to spend with the crew. We get almost zero development and character build-up, except for Mr. Fox and Mr. Snake. The rest of the characters suffer from paper thin writing. They simply are there for a chuckle or two during the whole duration of the movie. The dialogue itself is, on the other hand, quite well done. I really enjoyed the quippy dialogue between characters like Mr. Fox, Mr. Snake, the Governor, and Professor Marmalade. characters jab at each other, and it was genuinely fun to listen to the main characters verbally jousting with each other. I won't say I burst out laughing too many times, but there was a particular running joke with the Piranha character who farts whenever he feels nervous, which made me laugh a few times. Overall, The Bad Guys is a good attempt at creating an animated movie targeting a particular age group, but also being accessible for the whole family. I had a good time watching this movie. There are some decent laughs here. The animation style is beautiful to behold, and the dialogue is quippy and sharp. On the other hand, the movie could have done with better defined characters and a screenplay that added a bit more complexity to the storytelling process in this movie. For these reasons, I give The Bad Guys a 3 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching that review, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like on this video and please do consider subscribing. Cheers, and I'll see you guys next time right here on Adlib Talk.